Hey there, a huge thank you to everyone over here on YouTube and over at twitch.tv for helping support the content in any way, shape or form. Highly appreciate it, guys. If you do enjoy the content, you can click that like button, subscribe and ring that bell if you want to be notified about when we put out fresh content most days. Enjoy the show, my friends. And welcome back to Noita. I'm Sufferer of Let's Suffer Together back in the mountains, my friends, and today I recently had a tiny little back and forth with Fury about the updates recently, about how many item slots should be available to the player, considering we've got potions, we've got runestones, we've got other items that do get underused. I fully admit that. However, my position was 4 and 4. We always had 4 and 4. It's a staple of restriction in a roguelite game that is important. In a game this difficult, having restriction is important because overcoming that restriction brings great glory and great feeling of triumph when you win. It's through restriction that is most prominent, because if you had more item slots, you might just end up going for 6 Ambrosia potion, instead of encouraging you to use the runestones or items. And I think, instead of more item slots, it's on us content creators and the community as a whole to either initiate themselves or to be encouraged to be initiated in how wonderful these things are. So we're going to concentrate on the runestones today. I had a little bit of a Barney before. I did a little bit seeing what this was like, and it's awesome. Make sure you check this out. We've got 11 orbs. We're going up against, spoiler warning, you've been warned. We're going up against Call Me, the final boss of the game, to showcase these runestones. Only certain runestones mess with projectiles. And I had a thought, what happens if we just drop all of the runestones in front of Call Me to have a little bit of a gander about how it affects him when all of them are there? Because if you have 0 orbs, and maybe beyond that, you can just throw Runestone of Edges down and Call Me will take himself out, right? So what happens if we have all 11 orbs, so we give him a bunch of health, and we drop all 3 of these? I'll also show you what Runestone of Emptiness does and how it's actually beneficial in the boss fight. And also, if it's beneficial in a boss fight, think about it. If you go into the Wizard's Den, where you're having trouble with having projectiles sent your way that have massive ramifications, like turn into a sheep, you remove all your immunities, you get a personal gravity field on you. So, yeah, these other ones, Runestone of Weight, Metal, and Magma, 7 in total, have effects around biomes. They don't mess with projectiles like these 4 do. So we do have, for the Call Me interaction, Runestone of Edges, Light, and Fire. So Runestone of Edges turn projectiles into saw blades, light into a light shot, fire into a fireball shot, and emptiness, we'll have a gander in a sec. But we'll be coming back over here. Oh, I'm gonna chop Call Me's feet off. Yeah, there you go. Beautiful. So I did this a little bit before, and I'm gonna make a little. Yeah, it was really annoying because Call Me's #1 priority is to annoy you, right? So I'm gonna drop them in here, just so they're all roughly equal distance away. And check this out when he starts firing. Of course, he would make boys first, wouldn't he? Oh, the thing is as well, if he starts creating those boys, you can use Runestone of Emptiness. No, you can't. I don't know. I'm sure there was a way in which they would stop being created before. Oh yes, there you go. So just have a magical. Oh dear, a magical Barney. I'm not sure why it's doing both light and saw blades and fire. It's definitely not just choosing one of the runestones. Oh, that's beautiful. There you go. Look at that laser light show you're missing out on if you don't mess around with runestones, man. Fantastic. I mean, I kind of wish he'd hover around here more, because this is where the light show occurs. There you go. He's not really damaging himself that much, which is all part of the course, you know. But if I throw Runestone of Emptiness up, check that bad boy out. Just, he can't do anything. The projectiles still exist, but only for a fraction of a second. So that's the power of Runestone of Emptiness when you're in any sort of, you know, complex engagement. Unfortunately, I can't fire myself, apart from certain shots, like I've got a chainsaw on this, that chainsaw will last as a spell exactly 1 frame. When it comes to Runestone of Emptiness or anything that deletes projectiles, if it is, say, a Lumi Drill that also acts for 1 frame, that will still work along with its modification. So I can still chainsaw Matter Eater here, and that's fine. But his projectiles that last a little longer, not so much. But if I just take it away again and we have a little bit of a laser light show again. Look at it go! Yeah, get over it, mate. Try and stand on top of it. I don't know why you'd personally want to fight like this, but hey, a lot of Noita is about aesthetics and the wild, you know, the anarchy that can be made from such an endeavor. But I've had a video before where I've talked about each individual runestone, and I'll be going slightly over that again, of course, in this video, but I was thinking about the combinations of runestones as well, especially with an 11 orb colony, because he has a lot of resistances 1 orb colony doesn't have. So I just thought he's going to be able to take a shot easier, so he can put on a bit of a laser light show for us. Look at that, man. Again, the saw blades to fire. Oh! The saw blades to fire. Everything about it, man. It's beautiful. I can't really do damage fast enough. But I'm going to take my light and I'll slow down. I was getting the lava. I want to speed up. I'm so slow. I don't have a teleport. I'm stupid. I forgot to give myself one. Ah, come on. We're going to take Colony on a little bit of an adventure while we grab the other runestones. This is... Lorry, great. That is Runestone of Magma, Runestone of Metal, and Runestone of Weight. So, Runestone of Weight, you see that how the projectiles slowed down there? In fact, let's go back into the battle, because I didn't actually clock this before. It does affect projectiles, so let's see how with the other runestones. Oh, I'm moving so slow. His poly shots are wild, man. Yeah, come back over here, man. I want to throw weight in there as well. I want to throw my weight around that. And we'll see how Runestone of Weight, which will slow down projectiles, they're damaging themselves more now, because their spells can't get away fast enough. So it's more likely to make a mess like this. Yeah, it looks more explodey on himself. And a bit more, potentially safer, if you're not using Emptiness. It will slow and have an effect on all of your projectiles though, so yeah, watch out. I'm just going to hover around my chainsaw in the map. But you see that? So if you have projectile repulsion as well, you could use Weight, Runestone of Weight in conjunction. One, it basically just... It's not really giving the projectile more weight, as it is taking away velocity. So if you can't figure out a way to use a velocity decreasing runestone on the enemy, again, it's our lack of imagination. We don't use them because, one, you could argue there is a lack of item slots, but also, you know, our lack of imagination or willingness to use them for the mission we're in. But it depends what you're doing. It depends what you want to achieve. There's always going to be situations where you need to defend yourself, say Master of Masters, where he shoots a bunch of different, like, dozens and dozens and dozens of different shots at you. All different made shots. Slowing them down would be pretty cool, right? Here's the thing, I think experienced Noitas, people who've spent thousands of hours in the game, like myself, I've got about 5,300 hours in the game. Experienced Noita players don't use these things because we feel like we don't need to, because we've got skills in other areas. But people who are learning the game, people who are, you know, needing to get stuff done quickly, not in a speedrun sense, but say you want to go to a certain thing and do a certain thing in a certain time limit, or you just haven't had the run of the RNG, having certain other options like the runestones or even other items available to you. It's like using the Parsilma, the Evil Eye, you know, for digging, for instance. There's other digging options, but sometimes we go get that eye across the tree. So, Runestone of Magma. only affects certain liquids. So, yeah, but runestone and metal. We need some metal for that. It's not around this place, unfortunately. We need to go to a place where it has it. But again, runestone of emptiness. If I throw it up here, there's a polymance. I kill him with it as you're not. Oh dear me. This isn't classed as a projectile, unfortunately. So you do have to watch out. But again, works in much like a tablet. If you're carrying a tablet around, think about it, right? Would you rather have a tablet that just did projectile, well, impact damage, or would you rather have a tablet that removed the enemy projectile as well as, you know? So, yeah, Colney's chasing me. But Runestone of Magma does not affect magma. Now, of course. But I need to find some metal, and there's very precious free metal in here. So I need to go up. I need to go up one more biome. If you will indulge me a second. Again, I should have taken a teleport. It was naughty of me. I apologise. But nice little travelling in Noita. It's wonderful. It's beautiful. So another magical liquid, teleport liquid, gets turned into lava. Runestone of metal, everybody. Now, if you can't find a use for that when all the organics are about taking the poison damage, hey, here's the thing, right? As long as you throw it away from you, it's fine, right? I mean, I just demonstrating right now. But any metal will get turned to poison liquid. Ain't that brilliant? So, it depends on the concentration levels of the poison, how enemy gets affected. So if you've got a thick bunch, oh dear me. Also, this purple poison should affect Colby. But Runestone of Magma again. Acid to... Whoa. Oh, was that green? And now it's red. Oh, so is this glass reflecting? I had nothing more to show anyway. Like, literally, I was done. I'd shown everything. Hey, but chaos and anarchy. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if you can't get behind that and you're playing roguelite games, I can't help you. Right? Yeah, I've done everything I can within my power to bring you here today to not educate you, because, you know, we all educate each other, right? Here in the Noita community and roguelite game community. But just to offer a bit of encouragement. No, we need to, you know, start being proper individuals, doing proper magic works, and that is an all-encompassing philosophy and education and demonstration and practice, right? Maybe? Yeah, keep it in mind. I hope you've learned something today, or at least taken something away that things can be beautiful if you just throw a few runestones around. Here's the thing, you don't even need to carry the runestone around, just leave it in a place, think about it, you know, when you're coming up to something, say, oh, I need that, go back and get it. You don't even need to carry it around, you can travel in Noita, you know. You don't need to be holding it at that moment in time. You can put it in a holy mountain, come back to it later. As long as you know it's there, you can travel, you can do things, you are free as a bird now. Like that dude, he's a coward. He's a bad man. I don't like him. But I like you, and if you like me, please click that like button to show love and like and, you know, perseverance in the face of YouTube doing naughty things to my channel. We'll see on this one. I don't know what I would have said in this video, but we'll see. Anyway, it's all in good fun, and thank you for all your support, guys. You can always click the buttons around. There's a join button as well for persistent and consistent financial support, and I highly appreciate everyone who does that, you know. Join in Renegades here at YouTube, but also down in the description there's a Streamlabs link as well for one-off contributions. All support helps keep the channel going, but I can't eat the like button. So financial contributions on a day-to-day basis or on a monthly recurring basis literally keep us doing what we're doing. And it's only because of contributions from people already that we can continue to justify, continue to do this without, you know, falling in a pit of despair. But Summit is here, so this bit of pear, pit of despair will hopefully go away because the sun's out. All trees and life itself is coming back. Hope you enjoy summer. I really do. If you're just here for this one video, have a great summer, guys. You know, because summer is all about life and enjoyment and sun and everyone feeling liberated and throwing off the shackles of clothing and feeling that liberation against your skin. Anyway, I'm rambling. Until next time. Take care, take it easy. If you have anything you want me to do in Noita, comment section down below. Whether it's a what if, what happens if you do this and do that, you know, combine things. What happens if you do this and do that? You know, just silly little things that you wouldn't do otherwise. Let me know. Or challenges, or anything. What do you want to see, guys? I'll make a list. Until next time, you take care, take it easy. Enjoy the rest of your day, wherever you are in the world. Skilla shirt. See you later, guys. Much love. Peace.